how do you use your creativity to get ahead?
I genuinely just be myself and cut the camera on, man. That's it.
Most people know you as a big time tattoo artist. Was tattooing the first thing that you went towards
Hell
where you
no.
started making money?
No, I tried all kind of things. I tried a roofing company, a fencing company, a trucking company. I tried to be a
Oh, snap.
barber.
When did you first start taking social media and marketing and all that stuff serious?
When I seen everybody was leaning more towards just being social, just posting what they was doing, I was, all y'all motherfuckers wrong. Social media is free enterprise for
Mhm.
whatever brand you're trying to build.
What it do? It's your boy X-Ray Visions, and I want to introduce you to another episode of Diverse Visions where we look into the mind of different business folks and see how they incorporate creativity and capital and put it together to live out their vision and their dreams. And today I got a special guest with me. It's a good friend of mine, a business associate, a homeboy, a brother, and calling him a tattoo artist would probably be an understatement. He also a studio owner of both a private and a public tattoo studio, a owner of his own ink brand, a marketing specialist, a car collector, and just connoisseur of all things valuable. And this my guy, Tattoo Tank Houston. What up, big dog?
What's up, man?
What's up
I
with
like
you?
that introduction.
Yeah, got to do it
Yeah,
big.
connoisseur.
Put that in your back pocket, man.
Yeah.
So I want to start off and just ask you a real general question. What is vision to you and what's your vision for the future and your success?
Well, it's an old saying that say many have sight, but few have vision. Right? Vision to me is being able to see things when they're not there. You know what I'm saying? Being able to see things and carry them out. You know, far as the future go, I can't give them all the sauce like that.
Okay.
Far
Okay.
as the future go, but we steady working on and progressing. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And
Well,
trying to build this
I'm
brand
gonna
up.
see if I can use this interview to dig it up out of you, man, because I really like to use our time to um give the public some sauce, man, and try to give people inspiration, man, because when people look, especially younger people, when they look up to, people that's successful, a lot of times they see the success and they see the things that you have, but they don't exactly know how to put it together, especially with creatives and people like yourself. I know you started your career off, as an artist and stuff like, well, you didn't start off your rise to the top incorporates a lot of artwork and a lot of creativity, stuff like that. So how do you use your creativity to get ahead, and how do you use your creativity in business to set yourself apart from the average people?
So I really look at it this way. Me and you had to talk about this, right? It's like, yeah, creative is a word that you can use, but it's more so just about being yourself. And
Mhm.
I just so happen to be a creative individual. So I'm being 100% myself, right?
Right.
And that allowed me to execute way better than the average person because most people out here just walking around trying to keep up with the Joneses. Like they're not really being themselves. They just doing whatever trend, whatever's trendy. You know what I'm
Right, right,
saying?
right,
And I'm being me. The best way to stand out in life is to be yourself.
right, right. It's crazy because I saw um a post, and the lady was talking about how social media has made it to where it used to be when social media first started off, people used it to be social and they would just show you what's going on in their life. But now people like putting on an act, almost like molding their life to fit what they want to put out to the general public
Mhm.
on social media and stuff like that. So do you feel like, you do that as far as your social media and uh your how you look to the general public, or you just kind of be yourself and let the cameras
I
roll?
genuinely just be myself and cut the camera on, man. That's it. People want to follow. And to be honest, if you think about it, they was doing this shit in high school, middle school. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
What was ever popular and whatever was like trendy and everybody, the big crowd went that way.
Hmm.
Most people went with the big crowd. But me,
Right.
I always been the kind of person that'll look at the whole crowd and say, all y'all motherfuckers wrong. And I just carried that over to
Right,
this.
right. Do you when did you first start taking like social media and marketing and all that stuff serious?
So when I was locked up, right, I used to get these tech magazines way like 2013, 14. I used to
Mhm.
get these tech magazines, and it was an article that stood out to me where the boy was saying, like, this social media is free enterprise.
Mhm.
Like, back in the day, we used to have to pay for commercials, pay for ads, all this type of shit.
Right, right.
Well, he was talking about how social media going to allow you to have free commercials. You know what I'm saying? For
Mhm.
whatever brand you're trying to build. And when I seen everybody was leaning more towards just being social, just posting what they was doing, I was like, "Oh, this an open lane for me." So I want to
Right,
say I've been taking it serious since then, bro. Since like 2013, even
right,
though I didn't get out of jail until 16. But as soon as I got out of jail, I hurry up and jumped online, start going live all the time. You
right,
know what I'm
right.
saying?
So most people know you. If you don't know, this man is a big time tattoo artist, a studio owner, and like I say, he also owns an ink brand, but off the muscle, just a big name in the tattoo community. But when you first got into business, was tattooing the first thing that you went towards? Was that the first
Hell
way you
no.
started making money?
No, I tried all kind of things. I tell my partners all the time, man, I'm a triathlete, right? I tried all kind of shit. I tried a roofing company, a fencing company, a trucking company. I tried to be a
Oh snap!
barber. I tried, you
Oh,
know,
you know how to put a little edge up on one.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I ain't
But
never tell me that.
yeah, I do. I tried to do so many different things, and I wouldn't say failed at them,
Right,
but I just seen that it wasn't me.
right,
I
right,
was
right,
just trying to do something.
right.
And when I got into tattoos, I was like, yeah, this shit right here.
So you always knew you wanted to be in business for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah,
Have
my,
you
my daddy a boss, my granddaddy a boss. So
have
it's
you ever
only
worked
right.
for anybody?
Yeah. I done had a lot of jobs, bro.
Like what? What kind of job you had?
Roofing, sheet metal, carpentry.
Oh snap!
I'm a carpenter by trade, roofer by trade.
So you like
Uh,
working with your hands?
yeah, I like to work.
You like to work? You cut your own grass?
No.
You don't like
But
work?
not it ain't that I don't want to cut my own grass. I'm busy.
Yeah.
If I wasn't busy, best believe I'll be out there cutting that grass.
You feel like it's a benefit in buying your time back, like far as things that you may like to do or whatever, but you feel like it's taken away from you getting to the bag. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, for sure. There is a such thing as stretching yourself out too thin. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Trying to do everything yourself. A lot of things you got to put on the back burner. I got 6 kids. I know you can relate. You know what I'm saying? I got 6 kids, so I really can't play, bro.
Right, right.
Like my every waking moment got to be chasing that bag down. You
Do
know,
you ever get to do anything that you like to do? Like, what's some hobbies that you like fishing or going to a comedy
I
show?
love to work. I
Uh,
love to work. I want to work always. That is fun to me.
Work is fun to
Work
you.
is fun to me. That's why I excel on these niggas because they running away from the work and I'm running to the work.
Okay, so that's a good thing to touch on. Work is fun to you. How do you suggest if I was like a kid coming out of high school or something, I didn't know what I wanted to do with myself. How do you suggest I go about making work fun? You know what I'm saying? Like how can I figure out something to do that maybe I won't think work is work and I want to be there and I want to get to the back. Cause I think that's a lot of problem with a lot of people. They get into a job or something like that, and then they dreading getting up in the morning
Yeah.
or clocking in whenever they clock in and all that. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
there is no right answer for that, bro. But all I can do is really tell you like about me
Hmm.
and
So how
what
did
I
you find
what
out
I
that you
did.
like work?
Okay. Well, I always like to work.
Hmm.
Period. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I always like to be the number one worker. I don't know. That's genetics. My
Right.
dad is the same way. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But how I found the enjoyment in
Hmm.
working is by finding something that I always loved to do. Like when I was a kid, before my life got tainted by the streets and before I got influenced by rap and trap and all this
Hmm.
bullshit, I used to like to draw. I used to
Right.
like to draw cars.
Hmm.
So now I draw on people and I fix up cars. All I did was found a kid in me again.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What was the first thing you could do? You can remember doing to get some money?
Oh, well, the first thing I can remember doing to get some money is selling cans.
Selling cans.
Yeah.
Right.
aluminum cans. So the story goes like this, man. You know, I was a pawpaw baby. So my pawpaw was an alcoholic. He used to take me to the liquor store. See, back then, you can
You
go
was
to the
getting
liquor
drunk with
store.
Pawpaw?
No, I wouldn't drink. I still don't drink to this day for real.
Okay, okay.
But my pawpaw would take me to the liquor store and I beg him for candy and chips and shit, and
Right,
he'll be
right.
like, "Well, you need to learn how to get your own money because you want something every day." So he took me to the back of the house. He put a nail in the bottom of a stick, and
Right.
then gave me a bag, tied it up to me, and say, "Now walk around and get all the cans." Right. So
Mhm.
I got them cans, and the next morning when he was going to the liquor store, like always, we stopped at the recycling bin
Right, right.
and I turned in my cans. Man gave me that money. I had to be like 5 or 6 years old. You know what
Oh
I'm
my
saying?
goodness.
But still to this day,
You was on Road Squad.
and still to this day though, I remember that money hitting my hand,
Right?
and
How
I
that make
remember
you feel?
going into the store and buying my own shit.
Did that make you feel good?
Yeah. So ever since then, I've been after my own money.
So that kinda like flipped on a light switch
Flipped on a light
that
switch while
people
all the kids was playing, having fun. I'm waiting for them to finish their soda
oh yeah,
so I can put it in my bag.
let me get that can up out you
Need
player.
that can out you, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they were calling me weird and shit, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of times the stuff that you start doing is that's so-called weird to people when it turn into success, it ain't weird no more. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I bet you're not picking up cans now.
No.
Ain't nothing like a good can of soda. So when you as you trans uh as you transformed into an adult or you grew into an adult, let's
Mhm.
put it better. Um, what can you remember doing to make money after that? Like what was your first uh transition into making some real money? Because I'm pretty sure you made a couple dollars, you know what I mean,
My first
with the
real
can.
money was all illegal.
Oh my goodness.
All my first real money was illegal. You know, I don't want to get into
Right, all the way.
super deep detail,
Right, right,
but
right.
you could look my name up, you know?
Right, right. So part of getting to the bag, and a lot of people, don't, especially in our culture, don't want to admit to it, but you can't always do it on your own.
No.
You need a team or whatever the case may be. And I know, from just being around you and, personal experience that you got different people on your team, whether it be, you know, your ink company or your tattoo studios. How do you go about finding the right people to form the team, to form these alliances with so you can build up and stuff
That's a
like that?
trial and error thing. You know what I'm saying? I just really look at it from a high level of like, like Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really they don't have to trust you to hire you. You
Right.
just gonna come in here, you're gonna do your job, and if you don't do your job, then you're fired. And then we're gonna get the next person. That's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really so much as though, oh, this is my friend. Let me bring it. If you can't do the job, then you won't
Right.
have the job.
He fired a lot of people.
I fired a shitload of people.
Good
So a
God.
whole bunch of artists out there hate me right now because I fired their ass. You wasn't ready.
What was maybe like an example of a reason why somebody couldn't stay on the team and you had to get rid of them?
Uh People who are easily distracted,
Mhm.
like tattooing is a lifestyle. It's not really a 9 to 5 job. So if you're distracted by outside things,
Right.
like that's enough room for me to fire you because I don't want you. Well, like a one bad apple spoiled a whole bunch. Somebody come in and he an alcoholic, he'll make everybody drink. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Now everybody off their game, everybody drunk. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Or this motherfucker like to party all the time. Now you inviting everybody out to the party. They can't wake up for the next day. Like shit like that. I got to
Right.
get rid of you.
Right. And not to turn it into a big time tattoo conversation or nothing like that, but in like your studio, do you allow like drinking and stuff like that?
I mean, every now and again, but here lately, not really.
Yeah.
Here lately, I'm getting kind of strict on it because if people could do it in moderation, that would be one thing. But a
Right.
lot of people have no self control. They got to go all the way in. You know
Right.
what I'm
Right. Right.
saying?
Right. And I know that's a lot of things with like tattoo studios and people like to, turn up a little bit
But you
and
see, that's why a
party.
lot of people don't respect our craft at the end of the day, too.
Mm-hmm.
We're not respected on a high level like other crafts.
Yeah.
Like you even go to the bank, there's no description for what we do. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but look at what be going on though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
Right.
got dope fiends coming to work,
Mm-hmm.
smelling like outside, drunk as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not on your game, you're not professional, you're not welcoming. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So
And you got to hold it to a certain level to ask
yeah.
somebody to put some money in your hand.
Yeah, you trying to tell somebody to give you $1,000, you smell like cigarettes and ass.
Good God Almighty. Yeah.
They don't want to get that to you, man.
Nope. Nope. And a lot of studios you walk into, you know what I mean? It smell like weed smoke and stuff
Yeah,
like that. And being that, yeah, true indeed, it's legal to smoke weed in a lot of places, but at the same time, it's also legal to drink, but you don't want to smell like a fifth.
it's a time and place for everything, though.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
And I feel like productivity is more present when the turn up is not present, when
Yeah,
everybody ain't all geeked up and all that good stuff like that. So I feel like that's something that people need to incorporate into it. Not even that, just self control in general
yeah,
is a good thing. You think that self control that helps you to get to the level you on now?
for sure.
Yeah.
Self control. Like I tell niggas like this, I went 6 months without sex just to build my brand.
When you was locked up?
No, in the free world.
Oh, you did this purposely,
Yeah, because I didn't want no distraction, zero distraction. You got to realize I'm coming from the streets.
right?
The transition from a street nigga to a business owner that's a hard thing with no help.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, I didn't have sex, I did zero things that would have distracted me from doing what I was trying to do.
Did you feel like that helped you out in that
Yeah,
period in time?
for sure. Because if I didn't do it, would I be right here now? We just celebrated 9 years in business, so I'm gonna say it worked.
It worked. It worked. So you feel like not getting no tail helped you to
Yeah,
elevate.
because pussy is distracting.
Yeah.
You know
It
what I'm
can
saying? You
be.
gotta do extra things when you like on the hunt for pussy. You
Yeah.
gotta, sometimes you're gonna be late. I didn't want to be late. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wanted to change my whole life because my thing was this when I was locked up, why was that the most disciplined I ever been? Right?
Right.
This I
That you had
got
to be
this
forced
dude
to be.
waking me up at 5 in the morning. I
Mhm.
can't get no pussy. I can't get no drink. I can't do none of the things that got me in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm following these strict guidelines. So when I got out, it was like I need to do that for myself. I don't
Right.
need to have nobody over my shoulder telling me what I need to do. If I mean you call yourself a boss,
Mhm.
then you don't put yourself in position for another nigga to be your boss, telling you what you need to do.
Right.
I don't really do well with that kind of shit.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I stayed in solitary confinement
So
because
you feel like you made a choice to be more disciplined and focused in order to achieve some of the visions that you had for yourself
yeah,
in life. Okay.
super disciplined, bro. Another thing is like people see me now with all this jewelry and I be having fly shit on and $1,000 shoes and shit, but I
Right.
also went like 4 years without buying nothing.
What?
Yeah, I went 4 years with wearing a 290 shirt every day.
Not big tank dog. Well, that's also
Like that's like you say,
repping your brand too.
that's
Yeah.
part of what the process that people didn't see.
Right. Right.
I didn't buy a pair of shoes for $1,000 until I had 50,000 saved. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Then I bought a pair of shoes for that. Then I
Yeah.
started spending
Yeah.
money.
Well, they
But
got
first,
a old hustler saying if you can't buy 10 of them, don't buy one of them.
yeah,
You ever heard that
I,
before?
I ain't
Yeah.
heard it, but I agree with it.
Yeah, yeah. I said if you
Yeah,
ain't got enough bread to buy 10, then you shouldn't buy one. Especially if it's something that you don't need, man.
yeah,
And being in the business of selling things to people, especially stuff that's um like discretionary items. A discretionary item means something that you don't really need to survive. It's not
yeah,
essential. You know, you gotta have some self-discipline and stuff like that. And even with doing what we do, I'm also a tattoo artist. I watch people. I had a girl come in one day and she said, man, my phone bill late, but I really want this tattoo. And I had to tell her, even though I wanted the bread, I had to tell her, like, you probably should just pay your phone bill. You know what I mean? Use some discipline and some
But
discretion
one
in
thing I
life.
learned is telling people ain't gonna help them. I'd have took the money. She would have
I
learned the
would
hard
took
way.
the money.
She learned the hard way.
The
I
tough
ain't
love.
yeah, tough love, bro. People learn from bumping their head. People don't learn from conversation.
Yeah,
Cause I've been giving people conversations for years. Hey, bro, you should do this. You should do that. See
yeah,
them in 2 years, niggas still doing the same shit.
same spot.
Unless they go through something, like a life lesson where they bump their
Yeah,
head and they got no choice. That's how motherfuckers really learn.
yeah. So with the people that you deal with, you know, um, like your inner circle, not necessarily with work, but just like your homies, people you grew up with, do you feel like that there has been some separation involved? Like as you start to get more successful, do you have the same circle of people that you deal with?
No, it's just me. I ain't
It's just
got
you.
look, my so the people that I work with is my circle now.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't even like my old friends, we don't even talk the same language no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Uh the stuff that they do, I can't hang around that shit, man. I got 5 felonies. I can't be out there
Yeah,
uh, just for the sake of, oh, I fuck with you, you my homeboy, I'm gonna come. No, if you still thugging, which most of them is, they either thugging or they dead or they in jail. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah.
can't be around that shit.
It's crazy because early on the way here, I was listening to Master P talk. I like P because he's a business mogul and you know he dabbles in a whole lot of different things. He said you gonna be just like the people that you talk to for no reason.
uh I
Basically,
agree.
yeah. Like if you talking to people just to be talking to them, you probably gonna be in the positions that they in. So basically, if somebody can't offer you something like some information to better yourself or to do something or you can't learn something from them or you can't teach them something, then why are you even
Why you even?
interacting with
Yeah.
them type deal, man. um Let me ask you this because I know you got a few different businesses and stuff like that. What gives you the courage to take risks on things outside of what's your primary focus and stuff like that? Because I know you, like I said, you a studio owner, but you also got an ink brand, right? Tattoo inks,
Yeah.
right? What gave you the courage to say, let me just try this? Because a lot of people got ideas, but a lot of people don't pull the trigger on those ideas.
Well, life lessons always taught me as well. That's how I know that they the best teachers, right?
Mhm.
I done fell off so many times and got back on. It got my confidence high because now I know whatever I do, even if it don't work, I'm gonna shake back. So that fear
Right?
is, I'm not gonna say I don't have like no fear.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I believe like being courageous. Courageous, like I'm still scared, but I'm still gonna do it.
Right.
Right. So I just believe in myself. I
Right.
believe whatever I touch gonna turn to gold.
Have
And I
everything you done, have every business venture that you tried to like get off the ground pretty much work for you?
no, not at all. But I like the. You ever heard of the fail fast method?
Nah.
So the fail fast method is like, say, like you trying to start a business, right?
Mhm.
And you trying to research every little thing about it before you launch it. That shit may take 2 years, 5 years. Me,
Mhm.
soon as I think about it, I do it. And I learn as I go. And I keep growing it as I go. If
Right.
it fails fast. It fails in the first 6 months, it fails in the first year, but I learned
Right.
a lot of shit along the way. So by the time you launch your shit, I'm on to another business.
I got what you're
You know what
saying.
I'm
Fail
saying?
fast. Go ahead and see if it work or not
Yeah, go ahead and
instead of
see.
thinking it over,
Yeah, because
thinking
what if
over.
you spend 5 years trying to see if this shit gonna work? You spent 5 years with all this research, you start in the first 3 months, the shit fail.
That's a waste of
You
time.
wasted 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you get an idea and you say, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger on it, what's the first thing you do? You start dumping money into it, or you try to see somebody else that knows something about it, or how do
No,
you
I research.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go look at the people at the top.
yeah.
Whatever, like when I started the ink brand,
Mhm.
I went and looked at the numbers. Who's leading the industry?
Right.
I seen Dynamic was leading the industry. I went and looked at them, they business model, the owners, see what they do, like how they do it.
Mhm.
And then I wouldn't say imitate it, but I took certain shit,
Replicating the
yeah,
process,
certain
stuff that
shit
works.
from
Yeah.
what they did, and I applied it to my own. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Right, right. Well, seeing that you say you look at people at the top and stuff like that, not even in tattooing or in, business in general, but just anything. Who are some people that you look up to that are successful that you kind of model some of how you move off of? It could be a rapper, it could be anything.
Master P, one of them.
Yeah, Master P is
Jay Prince. Uh, Let me see who else I look at. My dad.
right, right.
Uh, the people that I look at all got something in common. They independent, black owned. You know what I'm
Independent,
saying?
yeah.
So I really don't look at people who uh contracted under. I look at people who contracted with.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like they make partners instead of, oh, I'm owned by this big corporate
Underling,
brand.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Because in the long run, the people who in control of what they doing end up winning. Slim Thug too. Shout out to Slim Thug.
Shout out to Slim Thug.
Yeah.
And I noticed too, from knowing you and speaking to you, that you are real big on that independent thing. Do you think that what do you attribute that to? Like, where you come from,
Yeah, for sure.
or you always talking about
Just
independent and
just being from Houston, far as black business, that's all we ever seen was independence. Like, we don't really like our rappers down here in Houston,
hmm
you don't see them on Def Jam records or
right.
Epic Records or no shit like that. Like they got their own record label. And I really think that's why, even though they not big time to the world, they still in the mix and getting money because they own they shit. So what it might take this nigga who contracted with these people, he might gotta sell 1,000,000 units
hmm
to get the same money that I probably gotta sell 10,000 units.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Because I don't have nobody to pay but me and the people who work for me.
hmm
And they gonna have to pay the label heads and all these people, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna have
Right.
to pay up the ladder. Yeah.
So basically, if you partnering or you controlling most of the pie, you get to keep.
Yeah, see a lot of people get it confused. It's definitely about the money, right?
hmm
But it's more so about the leverage. You
mm
need leverage. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the kind of shit that's gonna help you retire. That's the kind of shit that's gonna help you leave shit to your kids. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
be able to move on your own one accord.
hmm
And when you give up your leverage and you take the money,
So when you
you
say
lose all that.
leverage, you mean like leverage for people don't understand. Is that like having more control over
Having more
something?
control.
Okay. Okay. So being that, you big time on leverage and control and stuff like that, have you ever been in positions where, you know, you might be a big part of the idea or the vision and stuff like that, but you wasn't in control? You had to be like a worker?
I don't mind like partnering with other people who are independent and helping them push their issue or their agenda. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So yeah, I've been under shit before.
Okay. Okay. What have you been under? When have you ever been like you wasn't the man, but you was a big contribution to the
Well,
process?
we had this little record label back in the day called Hustleaholic Entertainment, and I wasn't the man over there, even though I felt like I should have been. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I should have been because niggas wasn't making the right decisions, bro.
Right, right.
Like niggas was making decisions based on how they feel about some shit.
hmm
And I'm more like a logical thinker. Like I'm making decisions based on what's gonna get us paid.
Right. So you don't make a
But
lot of
so I had to take the
emotional
back seat,
decisions.
but I didn't take the back seat with bitterness.
Mhm.
I took the back seat and I still made my moves on behalf. Like some of them niggas who was rapping, they first show, they first time being in the studio was a move that I made, you
Mm,
know?
okay, okay. So you always basically had some type of business acumen and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Do
for
you
sure.
did you always know like everything you needed to do about business or go off
Mm.
instinct, or do you read, or do you study podcasts? How did you kind of
Yes.
educate yourself to
I'm
be
still
so
I'm still studying to this day, bro. You got to be very studious in the game. You got to be a student of the game in every aspect. I'm
right?
still like that, Like
Mhm.
nowadays, I don't really have time to sit there and read whole books, but I read articles, and I'm on social media, but I follow particular people. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I got my entertainment bullshit on there like everybody else,
Right.
but I still keep like certain authors that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Greene, following him, you know what I'm saying?
The
People
48
like that.
laws of power.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's my book there. But
Okay.
I still keep my mind open to learning new things. Like I'm the ink company is fairly new. We only
Mm-hmm.
been in business 8 months. I have a lot to study about products, marketing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know everything about this. Right now, we
Is
trying
it
to.
doing pretty good right now?
Oh yeah, yeah. We well over six figures.
In 8 months?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. Anything we touch gonna turn to gold.
Right,
But
right,
we trying to turn it into platinum. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right.
it's like I still got a lot to learn.
What was your secret sauce as far as being successful with the ink? Like what was your angle coming into the because there's a lot of ink companies that make different tattoo inks and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
there's a few big name companies and stuff like that. So it seemed pretty competitive. So what was your edge in that game?
My edge in that game is making a product for black people, right? Because I noticed a shift in the game, right?
Right,
This is like I tell everybody all the time, if you started tattooing like in the last 5 years,
right,
you're on the front end of something that's brand new, which is black folks finally realizing that, oh, I can get my favorite character in full color too, right?
right, right,
So I wanted to be the spearhead to let people know, yes, you can get
right,
tropical flowers and colorful butterflies and Spider-Man, whatever you want to get, you
right,
know what I'm saying? You
right.
can get it too.
So your ink is catered to the black community, the black and brown
Yeah.
community, and the urban community. Is it really different ink, or y'all just basically say, "Hey, this ink is for black people, and it's just branded for black people"?
No. So this is what I did, right? Because this been a question. Like, it's like everybody want me to get them like the exact ingredients to read it on the back of the fucking bottle. But look, this the thing.
Read.
So what I did was I bought every ink brand
Mm-hmm.
that I knew of, right?
Right.
I bought they full color sets and I used all those colors and I said, okay, this brand, the reds and the greens are good
Right.
for our skin. And this brand, the yellow and the orange is good for our skin. Nobody had it all the way out where the ink was good for our skin. Like they
Right.
whole 70 set was good for our skin.
Right.
It was like three or four colors out of this brand, three or four colors out of this brand,
Oh,
three or four colors out of this brand that was good. So
I
what I
see what
did
you're
was
saying.
it took me 2 years to do this. You know what I'm saying?
So
Because
you
you
had to
gotta,
research and
yeah,
basically hand pick each ink,
yeah.
and then what you do? See, like what's the composition
You
of the
gotta
ink?
what you gotta wait for shit to heal. And
Mm-hmm.
then you gotta wait. You can't just like when it fresh heal, you don't want to go off of that. So you gotta let it
Right.
sit in the skin for a little while.
Right. And see how the end product come
Yeah,
out.
see how the end product goes. So it took me 2 years of doing that
So you had to
with
see when the client came back,
yeah,
check their skin, make sure it did what you wanted it to do.
yeah.
Then you checked off the list. This
Checked
ink,
off the list
this
and
work.
then
See,
sent it to my
I think a lot of
manufacturer.
people don't know that. They think that
They
you
think I'm
just
white
say,
labeling.
yeah, but you really have a formula for each color so that you know that when somebody picks up a set of 290 ink,
Hmm.
that this is going to work on darker skin. I don't care what color you use, all of them are going to be nice and
Hmm.
vibrant and all that. See, that's game changing
I
right there.
hand picked all the best colors. Like I literally hand picked 70 different colors. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And four of the colors I had to get made
Mhm.
myself, which is the red because I wanted the strongest red.
And that red
The
popping. I ain't gonna
red, the
hold you.
orange,
Yeah.
with the bread red, the
Right.
orange, the military blue, and the yellow.
Right.
So all four of those, the butterscotch yellow,
I like
all
them names you be picking out too, man. It's
yeah.
like, it's kind of fly. Like it ain't just
As you know, when
daggone
black folks do, we gotta put the sauce
sunflower
on it,
yellow
man.
or
Yeah, we
something.
gotta put
Yeah.
the sauce on it when we
Yeah.
do it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you tell like so far when people order your ink that they cool with it and they reorder? Have you had
Yeah.
reorders and stuff
So you
like
know,
that?
I'm a numbers guy. We look at the analytics, and it says that I just got through talking to Brian before I came up here
Mhm.
about this. So we got a 32% return rate So that says a lot. That
Yeah,
means
yeah,
when they use it, most people when they use it, they say,
mhm,
"Oh shit, let me get it again."
yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's what a lot of people don't realize about business too, man. It's not selling something to somebody one time.
Hmm.
It's can you keep them coming back? You know what I mean? Because that's what's going to be your longevity and stuff like that. So far as and being that this is about diverse visions and stuff like that, what's your vision for the ink, man? Did you just hop in there to, obviously you did your research and you wanted to make a quality brand, man. You trying to sound like to me you trying to get up in there and battle with the big boys,
Yeah,
man.
that's exactly what I plan on doing. Because in the tattoo world, black folks overlook. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They overlook. It's like if you go to their pages, it's like we don't exist. But I know for a fact, because I've been tattooing 10 years, that we use all they products, but we ain't on none of they pages, none of they
Mhm.
not like they not even thinking about us, bro.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like what they'll do is they'll sponsor a black artist. But if you
Right.
go to that black artist page, he only tattoo white people. So to
It's
me, that shit
crazy.
don't count. Just because you
That's
black
crazy.
don't mean that you for the people. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
We
exactly.
what they say, we skin folk, we ain't kin folk. You know what I'm saying? But
Have you got any
the
hate for the from the your own community? Like
For sure, man. One nigga told me, what was his name? I ain't gonna say his name, but the one nigga told me, how I'm gonna support your black business when you work for a white boy. Well, it's crazy because he didn't realize like the white boy worked for me. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
I guess
right.
he never seen nothing like that, but yeah, man.
That's crazy
I had
right
to
there,
clear that
man.
up for him one time.
You know that we got these we come up with a brand, we do what we supposed to do, basically try to help our community or our section of business out, and you still got to battle with your own folks. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but what I did, I just stopped battling with him because the thing is, you can keep that stance. I don't need you. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because it's a whole legion of young tattoo artists that's looking up to me and
Mhm.
they buying this shit. And every day we making hundreds and thousands of dollars anyway. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right,
Our
right.
products is we just sold ink in Singapore. You think I'm worried about a nigga in Wichita? We just sold
Wichita.
we just sold some
Can't.
ink in
Yeah.
Singapore, nigga. I don't even know what
So
Singapore is.
this in so your brand is international.
It's international.
Oh snap! Are y'all getting a lot of orders from outside the U.S.?
Yeah, mostly the Virgin Islands
Right, right.
and Cameroon,
What about
Africa.
Africa?
That's in Africa.
That's in Africa.
Yeah.
Excuse me, folks. I knew that. So that's crazy to me because not trying to be funny or nothing like that. I know, in the United States, we black, and I mean, I got my own stance on if we really like African or not. But so they got a tattoo community over there in Africa,
Yeah,
being that they so
it's a
dark.
worldwide thing, bro. People
Yeah.
was getting tattooed in the primitive times. You know what
Which
I'm saying?
yeah.
Like I will mark my girl just so you'll know that's my girl. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Or
right.
I'll mark my face to let you know I'm a fierce warrior. I got this many bodies under my belt. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we've been doing this shit.
Right.
Humans been like you can find mummies that's 3,500 years old and they still got tattoos in their skin.
That's
So we've been
crazy.
doing this shit for years,
Right.
bro.
So tattooing is basically a part of human culture and
Yeah,
civilization. It ain't just a fad that's
it's
coming through.
individual. It's individualism. It's
Mhm.
the number one way to be individual upon sight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Before you talk, before you say anything, this like I got this H right here.
Right. People know you from Houston.
You know I'm from Houston. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Like,
It's crazy too, cause it was a lady at my tattoo studio in Carolina, man, and somebody came in and they was like, "Hey, it's a lady taking a shit outside in the parking lot." We used to have a little parking lot like on a little side street in the cut. And I'm like, "What?" So I go out there and she was squatted between two cars, right? And I was like, "Look, man, you can't do that. You gotta." And the first thing she said was, "You're a racist. You racist." I said, "How you what are you talking about?" She said, "Look at your arm." And I got this,
yeah,
black
black
power
power
fist
fist.
up there. So she just off gate assumed that I was racist because I got a black power
Yeah, your
fist.
tattoos represent you.
But yeah, I say that to say, you know, and it's crazy too because even being locked up, a lot of people have different tattoos, and that'll be what set you from or what
Yeah.
you know,
We used to do it like this is my tribe. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
People doing the same thing these days. They just don't know why they doing it. It's primitive.
Right, right.
It's just like it's
But it's
in you.
it's refreshing to see somebody like yourself that, people just Be like, oh, he just like to flex and floss, but you knowledgeable about where this stuff come from. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Because a lot of people just, like you said, they don't even know why they doing it. You know what I mean? Like people don't know why they like to get marked up. And I got a theory that it's addictive, like it's in us. You know what I mean? Why do people? It hurts so bad,
Yeah.
but people continue to come
But if
back.
you pay attention to it, most people get tattoos when they going through something. It's like you
No,
need to
facts,
feel a little pain for a second. You know what I'm
facts.
saying? Just to, you can't crash out and lose your mind. You might as well
Mm-mm.
get a tattoo.
No, yeah, yeah, you can't. I heard you say one time that you a retired crash out.
Yeah,
It just made me
I
think about that
still
because you
crash
said
out a little
you
bit.
still crash
But I
out?
just direct it in a certain way. I do it in business. Like I say, if it fail fast
Right.
method, I'll try some shit quick. Hey, ask my girl. I'll get an idea
Yeah.
and try that shit the same day, and then the next day I'll be off it. I'll be like,
What's
yeah, I ain't
what's
no
an
way.
idea that you have that, for business besides the tattoo ink, besides, just tattooing in general that you see, in the future coming for yourself? Is there any businesses that you would like to try that you haven't pulled the trigger on so far, that you haven't stepped into?
No,
So you done tried every business that you want to try.
so far. But like I said, I might change my mind tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I
okay.
walk in different places and get inspired all different ways now. I
So
feel like tattooing will always be my number one thing that I'm gonna do, but I will always have like little side hustles where, if I can find a little flip here and there,
right,
whether
right.
it be real estate, whether it be cars, whether it be whatever.
So you get ideas off of other people as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay.
ain't out here trying to reinvent the wheel.
I think that's the thing with business too. A lot of people got to figure out how to find something new, new, new. And like even with the ink thing, you
Take
didn't
something and
go
make it
something
better.
new. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, take something and make
Exactly.
it better. It's
Exactly.
a way easier route.
You you a big dude, man. So a lot of times people like, oh, he ain't scared of nothing. But I want to ask Tattoo Tank, what's your greatest fear?
The ocean.
You can't swim, man.
Yeah, I can swim, but I can't swim in all that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, the
you
ocean.
you ever been on a cruise?
No, sir.
You gonna go on a cruise?
No, sir.
Come on, man.
No, sir.
You gotta step out there and get some of that
I
island life.
cruise in land yachts, Cadillacs.
Oh my
I
goodness.
ain't getting in no goddamn in no ocean, bro.
Speaking of cars, what how many cars you got?
How many cars do I got?
See, that's already too much, man.
I mean, I don't have a lot of cars.
3, 4?
Hold on, I got the Benz. I got the Cadillac Seville, Cadillac Eldorado, Cadillac
Damn.
uh
Black man.
I got the Seville, Eldorado, oh, and the DeVille,
Mm-hmm.
Coupe DeVille, and then I got the
Coupe de Ville. That's
Mon-
that one where that like it's got like a slant on the back.
no, that's the Seville,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
I got a 86 Monte Carlo. Then I got my big truck. I drive it every day, so I don't tell nobody what it is.
Okay.
I don't post it or nothing like that. That's
Okay.
my daily driver.
What made you like Cadillacs? Obviously, you got 3 daggone lacks. What that's like a Houston thing, or is just what made you like Cadillacs so much? Them
I
things
mean,
huge. And I
I
seen that
can't.
purple one you got. That thing got tattoo tank, tattoo money in the back of it with the lights coming out and them big
Swingers.
swingers. The
Yeah.
Houston thing y'all be doing, man.
So yeah, it's a Houston thing, but it's also just I just like Cadillacs, bro. To me, when I was young and I seen a black man in a Cadillac, I thought he was rich.
You ever seen that movie Cadillac Records?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But when I seen a black man in a
Everybody used to see
Cadillac back in the
Cadillac.
day, I just was like, oh, that nigga got it
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That's like luxury, man.
Yeah.
Cadillacs are like to me it's I never really got into Cadillacs. I thought they was old people cars when I was younger. But then I came to Houston and I'm like, these dudes putting the elbow swing, whatever they call them,
Hmm.
out of the side of them, got them lifted up, got the hydraulics on them and stuff like that. You got hydraulics on your
I got bags.
bags. What's
Yeah, in Houston we call it hopping juice. We got
hopping
juice.
juice?
My shit juiced up.
Oh my goodness.
Juiced up and toe down. You know what I'm saying?
That man crazy. What about sports cars? You don't deal
Yeah,
with
I
them?
got a Monte Carlo.
Okay. Okay.
And I like all the cars, bro. So
Yeah.
you can't just leave me out of no genre of cars. I like them all. I like the fast cars.
What about these electric cars they got
I
now?
like the electric cars. I like cars.
Okay. Okay. What's your what's your dream car that you haven't got yet? The one that you like when it's
Dream
when you
car.
get this car, people gonna say you can say it's over with. I did that.
I don't know, man, because it changed so much. Right now, I'm aiming for the Lamborghini Urus.
Mm,
But it ain't over when I get that because I'm just
yeah.
gonna find something
Something
else.
else.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Do you name them? You name your cars?
Nah.
You don't name them, man. Like yeah, Agatha.
Big Bertha, nah, I
Yeah,
don't
stuff
name her.
like that. All right, so you got about 5, 6 kids. You got you got a baby on the way.
Yeah,
Congratulations, man.
appreciate it.
Congratulations, man. You gonna stop anytime soon?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I met you
I
keep
mean, I
man.
feel as long as I can take care of them, then I can have as many as I want.
You can,
Yeah.
and they doing good, man. I like the fact that you successful and you an example of a dude that take care of their kids. I remember we was in the shop, we was having a whole conversation with the lady, and she was like, "Well, what make you a boss?" And you was like, "Because I take care of home and all that stuff." So that's respectable, man. That you out here, you taking care of business, you got businesses, you take care of your family, you take care of your shorty, and you out here shining, man. So I really appreciate that, man. And let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me on 3610 Mangum Road, Houston, Texas. We take walk ins. Or you can find me on 290inc.com.
We take
Or
walk-ins.
you can find me Tattoo Tank Houston on Instagram, official Tattoo Tank Houston on TikTok, and beware of the scammers.
Beware of the scammers. What you mean by that? Tell them
You
real
know, it's
quick.
all kind of people like they'll take my name and instead of putting one O, they'll put two O's, official Tattoo Tank Houston, or they'll put two T's instead of, or three T's instead of two,
And
and
so
copy
they
my name and try to jump in people DM.
mhm.
I'm not jumping in your DM first. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
You gonna have to hit me up.
So these people are basically jumping in, they acting like you, and then where they get the deposit,
Yeah, they'll
get
try to
somebody
get
to
their
send them money
deposit.
in.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Watch out for the scammers. If
I
it
mean, it's
got
at an
three
all time
O's
high.
on it, don't do it.
It's not even if you got three O's on it. This the thing. All of my pages are verified.
Mm-hmm. Right, right.
So
Got the check and all that.
if it's not verified, then it's not me. Simple as that.
Have you had like clients come in and say that they sent money to somebody
Yeah.
else?
I done had people come in and really like try
And
to take it to another level with us.
what you do about that? Like you just
So we
it's
took it
what
to another level too. Shit. You ain't coming up in here doing we ain't yeah.
I'm saying when they like you give them their money back or
Hell no, what I'm gonna give you money for? Nigga, you ain't gave me shit. I'm not giving you no money.
beware the scammers. He said if you give the wrong person
That's on you.
what a camera. If you give the wrong person money, if you give the wrong person money, Tattoo Tank, Nevada, or wherever, and you send it to the wrong place, your money is gone. The man said, check with him, and he's not hopping in your DM soliciting no tattoos. He is not a Jehovah's Witness.
Mm.
All right? So just know that. This has been Diverse Visions, man. And I want to ask you one more question that I ask everybody. How to the young folks, because this is all about the young people. How do you if I'm young and I want to live out my dream and I want to be the best I could be, what do I do to get to my vision and make my vision become reality?
Get you some solitude. Get away from the crowd. Get you some solitude. Come up with your own thoughts and reasons. Stop listening to everybody. That's why I say get to yourself. Like, get to yourself and listen to yourself. At least
Mhm.
give yourself a couple months to do that. You know what I'm saying? That
Get
way
to
you can
yourself.
block out
Mhm.
all of, people trying to add to your shit or take away from your shit.
Mhm.
Like, just focus on just you. That's one problem. Like, even grown folks got to this day, they don't know how to come up with a decision and just go with it. They want to ask everybody, "Hey, what you think about this? What you think about that?" And then these people add on to it, making it harder for you, or they take away from it, making it more fucked up for you. But it's like, focus on you.
On you.
Be the right kind of selfish. You know what I'm saying? Be the right kind of selfish. Not selfish as if you're not sharing with nobody, but certain shit, hold it to yourself.
Hold it to yourself. Solitude. Y'all heard it right there first, man. It's Tattoo Tank Houston, X-Ray Visions, Diverse Visions, man. I appreciate you coming
Yes,
through,
sir.
big dog.